Hi guys, it's Liberty from Silky Presets. Today I want to give you a better idea of what our adjustment kits can do using two images. On the first one, we'll use the adjustment kits to fine-tune after applying a preset, and on the second one, we'll use them as a starting point to build on with brushes and maybe even a special effect. So here we go. Alright, so the first image I want to work with, I'm going to start with a preset first, and I'm actually going to use one from our unreleased set, Shine Volume 2, and for those of you who loved the first one, I think you'll love this one too. I'm going to go with Canary on this one, which is a little bit warm for this picture, but it'll give us a chance to use the adjustment kits to fix that, so we're going to use Canary. And I'm going to go up to my adjustment kit 1 basics, and I'm just going to run my mouse down this first set of options for temperature, and I'm going to pick temperature as shot, which is going to give us the sort of neutral starting temperature that we had, which I like for this. But it keeps all the other adjustments intact, as you can see from the preset. Next set of options here is for how bright we want the image, and I think I'm going to settle on bright here. And the next set of options below that, we have varying degrees of contrast. And I think for this, I like high contrast. And you can always come back and change this stuff too later if you decide it's not quite where you want it. That's the beauty of it. It's very easy to go back and change. And then we have some options for bringing down our highlights, or darkening our shadows or lightening our shadows. Since the highlights are a little bit bright here, I am going to use highlights down. And then we have clarity options. So you can add a certain amount of clarity, which will give you that more heavy edges effect, or you can actually remove a clarity boost if that's part of the preset, and I kind of like a subtle clarity boost here. It's just going to give it a little more pop. So that's adjustment kit 1. It's pretty easy, and then I'm going to open up adjustment kit 2, which says advanced, but it's still really easy. So I'm going to go to enhance all colors. Just give everything a little more pop. You can also selectively enhance just the warm colors or the cool colors. And then there's all these neat tone curve presets where we could go and change it into a matte look or a clean look. So you can actually take a matte preset and give it a clean, high contrast look, or the reverse, you can take a clean preset and make it matte, which is really, really fun. But I actually like how this looks, so I'm going to keep it how it is. But I'm going to go down to these little selective color options, and I'm going to pick skin less orange. And it's not really that her skin is orange, but there's this orange around her hair that I don't love, so I'm going to use skin less orange. And it's just going to subtly bring that down a little bit. And now we're on to adjustment kit 3. And you have a bunch of vignette options. If you look up here in the corner, you can see you've got everything from strong to actually no vignette, so removing the vignette that's already part of the preset. And I like some on this picture, so I'm going to go with visible vignette. It's actually kind of tough to say. Alright, and then we can actually add light using our adjustment kits too, so I'm going to add warm light top right here just to enhance that golden glow we've got going on. There's a little bit of noise here, so I can go down to noise reduction. Those are varying strengths. I'm going to go with noise reduction 2 for this. And you probably can't even see the effect of that on the video, but there it is. And I'm going to do sharpening 1 as well, which is the more subtle version of that. Alright, so there's our adjustment kits, and as you can see it's really simple, one click gets you where you want to go. And then of course you can always fiddle with this a little bit more if you decide, well, now I want to make it a little bit cooler because it got too warm after we added that side light. You can go and click a bit cooler. You can play with the contrast some more if you decide you want more contrast than what you have. Things like that. So yeah, here's our before and after. As you can see, pretty quickly, a couple of minutes, we were able to go from rough to finished. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to take this image and instead of starting with the preset, we're going to start with the adjustment kits. And we're going to use that as a base to build on. So again, I'm going to start with basics, and I like the temperature where it's at. I don't think I really want it much warmer or cooler. So I'm going to skip that, and I'd like it lighter, I think. And then more contrast. Looks good. I'm going to skip down to shadows, darken. Bring those shadows back a little bit more after we lightened it. And like a little more of a clarity boost on this than the other image, so I'm going to use visible clarity boost. And that's all for kit 1. Kit 2, I'm going to use enhance all colors again. And you notice her skin maybe gets a little bit orange, but we can deal with that later, so I'm going to leave it alone for now. And here I actually am going to play with the tone curves. I'm going to use this fun dark matte with contrast tone curve 8, just to give it a little bit of a more unique look. And now I'm definitely going to use Skinless Orange, because as you can see that kind of enhanced the orange in her skin. So there's Skinless Orange. This fixes her skin tone up a little bit. And let's see, I'm going to also add Warm Light Top Right from the adjustment kit here. And I'm going to add a vignette for sure. I think I'm going to use Gentle Vignette on this one. Okay, so that's our starting base with our adjustment kit. And now I'm going to go into special effects. So I'm going to close up all my adjustment kits because they take up kind of a lot of room. And you go to nature effects, and I want to add some kind of light on this corner. So we've got this strong light coming at their backs, or at his back. I think I'm going to use Sunburst Soft Left. So I'm going to put this bright ray of light up in the left corner. And then finally I'm going to open up my brushes and do some finish work on this because I feel like it's calling for a little more color. So the first thing I'm going to do is add an enhanced green. Use that over here on this grass that's kind of white. I think that's pretty much the only place that for right now. And then for the foliage in the back, I'm going to use add and enhance orange. I actually tried this with red, but it was a bit much, I thought. I'm going to add orange in here. It's kind of going to give it a fall feel. Just like that, and kind of really add some vibrance. And actually I'm going to go back to add enhanced green, and I'm going to add some more green into the green areas here. Just make that pop a little bit more. And finally, actually I'm going to add highlights down a little bit on this area. Just because in this spot right here, it's a little bright. And then kind of one of my finishing touches on a lot of images, I'll use add dark matte from the brushes on pretty much the whole background. So it just sets the background back, and it keeps the nice colors intact, but it just kind of takes some of the contrast away, so it's not competing so much with our beautiful subjects. Just brushing that all over the background. There you have it. And I would actually probably tweak this just a little bit more. I might bring the oranges down just a smidge more by hand. Possibly shift it from the green to the magenta side a little bit. Oops, not that far. Problem with adjusting my hand, sometimes your hand slips. Okay, so as you can see, that's a pretty dramatic and really fun edit that you can do. Obviously, it's totally a style thing. This might not be your style, but the beautiful thing about using the adjustment kits and the brushes and special effects is you can really go any direction you want with any edit, which I think is really fun. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and as always, please feel welcome to join us in the VIP group if you have any questions whatsoever. I put the link at the end of this video, or under the video. So yeah, join us anytime. We're really friendly, and let me know if you have any desires for future videos, suggestions of things you'd like to see. And I hope you guys are having a great spring.